Hello and welcome to Let's Talk SEO. So Google has said that they're gonna crack down on Parasite SEO. Now I'm old enough to remember that Google has said this multiple times before. To date, Google has not been able to crack down on Parasite SEO, and there are multiple reasons for this. And at the most basic level, the reason for this is that the algorithm can't really distinguish between good content and great content and poor quality content. It just doesn't have that ability, and with AI it's kind of difficult. But now Google has said again that they're going to crack down on Parasite SEO. Now they were going to do that with the content update that just finished rolling out in November. They were going to do that. They said that Parasite SEO will be affected. People that use Parasite SEO in their website that are associated with this parasite tactic are going to be affected. That did not happen. Then Danny Sullivan said on X that Google is going to crack down on Parasite SEO once again in his tweet. And I put that on the screen, and you can see that they are pretty confident that Parasite SEO is a bad thing. No kidding. No, even though I use Parasite SEO, and not in the way a lot of spammers use it, I don't make it as spammy. But I still use Parasite SEO. Not anymore, but I still used to use Parasite SEO until like 3 years ago. And it's great. It's a great way to rank for lots of highly competitive keywords. Now, for you to understand why Google is trying to crack down on Parasite SEO, it's important to understand what Parasite SEO is. So primarily, every domain has an authority. So like HarvardUniversity.com would have a high authority, or Harvard.com, I think it is, would have a higher authority as compared to CloudSEODubai.com, because it's been around for far longer. It's been featured on more websites for far longer. It has great backlinks. It has alumni that's around the world that links back to the university. And so it obviously has a lot more domain authority, a lot more trust authority as compared to my website, which is CloudSEODubai.com. And so if you were to try to rank for, let's say, SEO Dubai, or SEO America, or maybe let's say dog food for sale, or any other keyword that's really hard to rank for, what you would ideally want is a domain like Harvard.com, and not a domain like mine, but you would want Harvard.com. But Harvard.com is not just going to give you their domain. They're not going to say, all right, you just use Harvard.com. So what you would do is you would try to get a subdomain, or you would try to get dogfood.harvard.com. That's probably easier to get. And then you would set up you put some content on that site. And so because Harvard.com has such great domain authority, your odds of ranking high for dog food for sale, or SEO in Dubai, or any of these keywords is a lot higher than if you were to create a new website. And so by putting the content on that subdomain and then linking back to your website, you will be passing a lot of link juice. But the link juice is not something that's the focus here. The focus here is that those pages will rank very high in SERPs, and you probably just write a paragraph or two of content and they'll still rank very high in search. And so in doing so, you can have hundreds of keywords ranked, because you can literally pull in hundreds of high domain authority domains and use their subdomains to put up these parasites, as they're called. And now you can use AI to generate content. So you can literally put up 300-400 websites within a day, and they will all start ranking within the next 24 hours. Now, Google understands the problem, which has been exacerbated by the fact that you can use AI to generate a boatload of great content, or semi-great content. So in the past, people would just hire writers from India or some other cheap place and just pay them $1 for an article. But now they can do it for free. They can use OpenAI's ChatGPT 4.0, or they can use the new Gemini AI. So Glenn Gabe said, yes, some of those systems have dealt with things over the past few months. I've documented that in several tweets. Eager to see the 8CU piece go live, but again, some have already dropped heavily. Now, parasites didn't drop heavily, and they did for maybe a short time, as it says in this tweet, but it wasn't really something that stuck around for long. And the reason for that is the way Google's algorithm works, which I will go into towards the end of this video. So then call it whatever you want, but Google is well aware of what's going on. And like I've shared recently, a number of Parasite SEO examples have been dropped based on the recent updates, go rate SEO, etc. Parasite SEO is not a team. Google is not a term Google uses internally. And I don't care what term Google uses internally, but they're trying to go after Parasite SEO, which is now, it should be called spam SEO in actuality, because it's the way this is used. And so this goes on to like show, like I put up the tweets here. It says that particular situation seemed unfortunate. So someone posted this on X, and this is literally Harvard University. So there's a subdomain scholar.harvard.edu blog security suite, whatever, and this is the whole URL, and it's a ranking for how to choose the best VPN. And this guy Steve Barnes says parasites and renting subdomains are a huge problem, so unfair. They can publish duplicate content from the same data providers and keywords, stuff the supplementary content, and just get away with it due to their trust signals and DA from a particular parent site. And Google response to this says that particular situation seems unfortunate. Situation seems unfortunately more likely a case that the site is unaware this content has been placed on it rather than a purposeful attempt to host the content. Hopefully they'll attend to this. That said, we have taken steps to better deal with the third-party sites. So a lot of this is going on, and I don't think this change is going to be made. Google also said that they're going to change the term used and rename the term Parasite SEO in the near future. And this was something they just recently said in a tweet. So we don't use the term internally. I expect to see us assign a term to this type of activity in the near future, along with further guidance, as I have touched on here. So this is Danny Sullivan's account, by the way. If you host third-party content on your main site or in your subdomain, understand that such content may include a site-wide signals we generate, such as helpfulness or content. For this reason, if the content is largely independent of the main site's purpose or produced without the close supervision of the involvement of the primary site, we recommend that it should be blocked from being indexed by Google. So Google's solution is going to be that if they detect third-party content on your website, they're going to go ahead and just not index those pages. The problem with that approach is Google's bot or Google search engine cannot distinguish between good and great content, or low quality content, or bad quality content, or even duplicate content. And so it relies a lot on the signals that users get from that content. And so if someone were to hire me as an SEO and they had a high domain authority, and I was taking money from some other website, or I could literally create pages on someone else's site with high domain authority and rank it, and Google will think that it's part of the main site, even though it's not. And so a lot of Parasite SEOs are doing it. They're using subdomains. They're using, in this case, the way Harvard's URL has been set up. They've been using this for years, and Google has not been successful in cracking down on this. And the reason is because the algorithm only looks at signals. It doesn't understand the content, doesn't understand the context of the page. Not being the case means that Parasite SEO is still alive and it's still working very well, as you can see from the instances I've posted and the amount of frustration it's causing website owners. So let me know in the comments below if you've seen instances of Parasite SEO doing very well, ranking number 1, 2, and 3 for highly competitive terms, or terms within your niche. Let me know in the comments below. I'll try to put that on my X and see if I can get Google's attention in this regard. Like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you in the next video.